Welcome back to A Corporate Time.
So what happened with Liquid Death?
Yeah, so I'm drinking a Liquid Death. That's what reminded me of this. And because I buy a decent amount of Liquid Death, you know, like I wouldn't say it's my favorite sparkling water. It's certainly not my favorite sparkling water. I think if you listen to this program, you know that Topo Chico is the top dog sparkling water, followed very closely by Richard's Rainwater sparkling.
Have you seen the White Claws coming out with White Claw Zero?
I did see that,
I saw that from August.
Is it just like what? Is it
basically? I think it's just
water.
sparkling water. Yeah. It's just flavored with the same White Claw flavors, but it's
no
just
alcohol.
zero alcohol.
All right. I mean, I don't need that, but I mean, I think it's a cool idea. I mean, because you could go, tit for tat. If I did a lime that's full fat and then I did a lime that's got nothing in it, that's kind of a nice way to budget your drinks.
Well, what I like to do is I take that zero White Claw and then I pour it on some ice and I put one shot of vodka in it.
Hey.
They just drink the White Claw.
No.
They also make White Claw with vodka now.
No, he's a traditionalist. He likes to mix it up.
This is different.
This is different.
Totally different.
What else were we going to say? Oh, I'm talking about Liquid Death. Okay, so Liquid Death, I get this email from Liquid Death, and they're like, hey, we have to change the name of one of our iced teas. They have this one iced tea. Well, they have a bunch of them. You can go check out the website, Sam, and get the other names. I think there's one called Severed Lime instead of Severed Limb.
Okay.
So there's Severed Lime. There's like something.
Mango Chainsaw.
And then the other one was
Bury It Alive.
Bury It Alive. And then there was one for one of their teas was called an Armless Palmer.
Dead Billionaire, a.k.a. Armless Palmer.
Yeah, well, they had the reason it's called a.k.a. Dead Billionaire is because apparently they started getting sued by Arnold Palmer.
That's BS. It says Armless.
Yeah, Armless Palmer, but they got a cease and desist. And or so this is why I'm bringing it up. Or they're so good at marketing Liquid Death that nothing happened, and they're like, let's just change the name.
Right.
It's not selling. So change the name to Dead Billionaire to convince people that the family of Arnold Palmer was mad at us and started, like, putting some heat on us, and we'll sell more of this product that's not even really good. You see what I'm saying? Like, something happened there. I just found it to be very interesting that the name of the drink was an Armless Palmer. Now, if you don't know what an Arnold Palmer is, I believe it's half lemonade, half iced tea.
Yeah.
But this was made to taste like that, right? Half lemonade, half iced tea. It was just like a little bit of agave nectar, sparkling water. It's the non-alcohol version made by the company Liquid Death. Well, then they called it Armless Palmer, and then now they're saying, nope, we can't call it that. We're changing it, and you're going to see this rolled out over the next year. It's now called Dead Billionaire. Far more, that is way more disrespectful than Armless Palmer.
How did Arnold Palmer die again?
Is it not just old age?
Are you guessing that maybe his arms were chopped off and that it's just super disrespectful?
Well, I
don't know.
Armless Palmer. It was
Cardiovascular disease.
Okay, that makes sense. I think he was an older dude, right?
87.
Yeah, so he just died of a standard heart attack or heart problem.
He died
old age.
while waiting for heart surgery.
Oh.
And so,
like in a line in queue?
I think it was at the hospital. It
Oh.
So really,
You'd think he'd be able to get that done
fast,
quicker than anybody else.
He's
right?
a legend. That guy's legendary.
So Armless
Jack Nicklaus
Palmer
and Arnold Palmer are like the two guys.
is not really disrespectful at all. Really, Dead Billionaire.
So you're
going to
guess that this is fake?
Well, they could have gotten a cease and desist, but those things don't really mean anything.
They do allude
they
to.
just send them out to everybody.
If you go to the website and see what they say about it in the original email, they basically say we're changing it because we don't want to shell out the millions of dollars it would take to fight this. Which I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, that sounds like BS because
which also makes
you can call something Armless Palmer. Maybe Palmer is they can get them because it's too close, but
I think
don't know.
I'm look, and I like the brand. It's not my favorite brand, but I like the brand. I think it was all fabricated. I think they're those guys. They're so good at marketing. I mean, guys, they're only selling water, and they're everywhere. I mean, you have podcasts begging to be sponsored by them.
Yeah. They don't do any regular marketing.
No.
Except for they do TV ad. Then they did a Super Bowl ad this year.
They do the thing I like to do, which is they waste money just to get people talking about it. Oh, did you see Liquid Death? They bought it a minute, and it was just a blank screen of the Grim Reaper.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, they do dumb stuff like that. Then people are like, they're wasting money. They're edgy. They're young and fun.
The drink business is
We to get in the drink business.
a business that is lucrative.
You can't do a local drink business, though, can you?
No. You have to have a brand
Like Prime.
Yes, yeah.
Vitamin water.
If you have enough listeners or enough viewers or your brand's big enough, you can get some sort of whatever drink, put some drink together, and then you get into the drink business where it gets distributed to every single, gas station across the United States, and then we're talking billions of dollars of revenue. And these are, it's how 50 Cent got so rich off of vitamin water, and and I'm sure the Paul brothers are making the money off Prime, and just the drink business is $1 billion business. It's just so easy, I guess, and the distribution is already set up. So once you get into that, then it's just it's
But I
easy
think
to make.
people are tricked more than we think they are. Like, I think a lot of people think that the proprietary ingredients in like a Gatorade to Powerade to Prime are all different.
Oh no, the ingredients doesn't matter.
But they're
It's all marketing.
Yeah, it's all marketing.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
all of it's like sugar water, or all of it's like garbage.
Yeah, or it's just the label, like look what Liquid Death did. It's just the marketing in the can and the fact that it's in the can, and the marketing behind it. It has nothing to do really with the quality of the water, which it is good, but it would be hard for me to believe that a lot of people, if you poured some Liquid Death and then some other sparkling water or whatever. Liquid Death is still water. It's not even sparkling.
No,
right?
this is sparkling.
They have
Okay.
both.
They have both. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
so
this one's sparkling. I'm fancy. I like the sparkling.
I like the sparkling too.
if you had another non-flavored sparkling water, you probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference if it was a blind taste test.
I can tell the difference. If you give me Topo Chico and you give me Liquid
Some
Death,
are-
I can definitely tell.
Some are stronger than the
The
other.
only
Well,
t-
I'll give you 5. Could you tell the difference of
Not
5?
each one, but
No.
there are only 2 I definitely know. I can tell you Richard Sparkling Rainwater, and I can tell you Topo Chico. Those are the only 2 I can tell you because they have distinct tastes. Richard's is super carbonated, tiny bubbles, and really smooth. Topo Chico blasts your face. It's like boosh, nothing but carbonation for days.
Are you sure?
I think I am sure.
Or
yeah.
is it just your mind and the marketing of it
I think
influencing it?
No, I know Topo Chico has more carbonation. It's branded as that. Like they say,
Yeah.
they say like this is the fizziest one on the market, and it's kind of their thing. You
Is
can
that
tell.
true, though?
Oh, you can tell. Yeah.
Okay.
Like it'll stay
We
fizzy
can do
for
a
days.
taste test on the
Oh,
show.
it'll be fizzy for days. Let's do it.
All right.
Like I may fail, but I don't think so. I know Topo Chico. That's the easiest one. Richards is a little bit harder, and then all the rest of them I can't tell. Like flavored waters, LaCroix, Kroger, Publix, it's all the same.
If
Yeah.
you fail, will you let me hit you with the
I'll let
with a
you-
pie in the face like Bill Gates that time? I saw that on TikTok.
I
the
will
other
let
day.
you hit me. Yeah.
You ever seen the time Bill Gates got hit with a
No, I
pie?
have not.
No, but I want to see
By
it.
who?
Just some crazy person that hated him or whatever. Like,
Oh, it was
they-
like okay.
that happens every once in a while where like it'll be like a
Who was it?
protester.
Like the Kardashians got like flour thrown on them. Wasn't
Yeah.
that there was like a thing where a guy was throwing flour on people for a
Oh,
while.
this is a
Remember that?
TikTok thing.
Yeah, I saw it on TikTok.
Yeah.
But I think,
How do you find this much time to watch TikTok?
dude, you know how many videos I can scroll through?
No, but like,
right before
do
I go
you
to sleep.
hear them?
Huh?
Do you have the audio on?
No, no audio.
No audio.
yeah.
Oh my God, no audio TikTok is hard.
I
man.
just scroll like I could consume like 60 videos in a 5 minutes or whatever.
Oh, look at him. Okay, here he is.
Security guards in Belgium were caught flat-footed today by a cowardly sneak attack on one of the world's wealthiest men. The target was Microsoft Chairman Bill Gates arriving for a meeting with community leaders. Watch what happens when a team of hitmen meet him first with a pie in the face.
Hit him hard too.
Oh yeah, they knocked his glasses off, nerd. Oh man.
Also, would you describe it as a team of hitmen?
If I
Or
were,
just a
if I were
crazy
Dan
person with a
Rather, I
pie?
might. If I were Dan Rather, I might go a team of hitmen.
Was it just like a crazy protester with a pie?
You added that because you didn't think it was news, Dan Rather. So you added the team of hitmen, right?
Well, this is before Dan Rather's old school news, before news turned ridiculous.
I mean, he was like my generation's Edward R. Murrow, right? I mean, he's the guy.
Yeah. Back when news
we don't have
was
news anymore, dude.
No.
There's no such thing anymore.
No.
I'm news. I'm as good as Rather now.
No, you just see whatever's on your phone. You don't know if it's real. You just believe it. It's the easiest way. There's no reason to check if it's real.
Yeah.
You just see it. You're like, oh, okay, that's happening.
I believe it.
Anyway, so let's do some voicemail.
All right, buddy. Voicemail messages that you can leave. Get our app. If you don't already have it, all of our content's on there. It's super duper nice to have it all in one place. And our buddy Matthew, who put it together, he's such a nice guy. He actually been emailing him back and forth. He's going to be at our BDM Christmas party. And for BDMs that are there, you can actually walk up to him. He'll have his computer, and he will. You can show him what's wrong with the app, and then he said on the spot he'll code fix it.
This is ridiculous.
And I told him,
Give the
I
man
said,
the night off.
I said you don't have to do that. And he's like, oh yeah, I like doing it. It's just something.
He
I like
likes
to do.
it, Sam.
Yeah.
Because you know what it is? People are socially awkward. I wish I had to do this, where you just give me a job, and then if the problem is I can't fix anything on the internet, so I couldn't do that. But it allows him, instead of he's like has to small talk around, like he has a job that night, and then I think that's what makes him happy in this Christmas season is working.
I mean, it does
time.
mean there is a
During
part
our
of that.
Christmas party.
Like, there's a part of like if I'm really upset or something's bothering me. I mean, like organizing things does kind of calm me down. You know, I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's something good about it. All right.
I did tell him, I was like, you don't have to do that.
Yeah, I did too, but he says he wants to do it. Hilton Head BDM calling in right here.
Hey guys, Hilton Head BDM. Dan, this is just for you. A couple months ago, I called and I discussed the issue of certain toilet papers being so big and soft. Wiping yourself with a duvet cover.
It's too thick. The toilet paper that Tom brought from his house is so expensive and so luxurious, and so it's like triple ply quilted. Like two squares
It's not
of it
that
when
much
you're
more
holding
expensive.
it. Two squares when you're holding it. It feels like you're holding a quarter-pound hamburger. The thing is so big.
This is what
It's getting out of hand.
It's too thick, dude. The rolls are too thick. The
They're
weaving
getting like
is too
triple
thick.
layered now.
I need grit
Triple
down there.
roll.
I need to keep it because I've noticed that
too
since I
linty.
use that here, and I'm very regular, so there's a certain time once we're done with all our recordings where I will escape. And I will go and handle my business, and that is making me soft because I'm having problems now. At home, it's too rough. Here, it's too soft, so now I'm in flux. My colon is in flux now.
Just buy the soft stuff
No,
at home.
I like the medium stuff. The medium stuff has got the right amount of grip, and it's got the right amount of thickness. Like yours is too luxurious. That is it's like velvet. Thick, heavy velvet.
Velvety, yeah.
It's like a
That's what you
king's
want.
robe.
Yeah.
Okay. Without going too far, you're using it the most on all areas.
I don't like it.
Thank you.
How do you not like it? Too
Thank you.
soft?
It's too
It
much.
can't be too soft.
It's too much. It's
Nothing
heavy.
can be too soft.
It's thick. It's thick like velvet robes.
Yeah,
you ever
yeah.
put on like Ric Flair's robes?
Yes, I have
Too thick.
too.
It's too thick.
Yeah.
No, that's what you want. You
No.
want a
When
thick.
you rip it off, it goes.
Yeah, and dust goes
Dust
everywhere. It's
everywhere.
like you're ripping
Yeah.
through. It's like you're ripping through insulation. It's
Yes,
like wiping
exactly, 100%.
with insulation.
No.
It's so
Yeah.
thick and fibery. People are now listening to this and they're like, "Holy crap, Dan's right." They're realizing in their car right now.
No.
They're like, "Oh my god, this guy's right."
The most expensive. Well,
Most expensive.
hold on. This is
2 Chainz.
No, you
Go,
tell me
know.
how
go
to
look
buy
in there
it.
and look how much toilet paper dust there is on
I know it's everywhere,
everything.
dude. When
Yeah.
you pull that, he goes. It's like LeBron's in there, poofing his hands. It's too
much.
thick. And normally I don't say this. I know that this is jarring to you. I know that normally I'm the best of everything and spend the money and don't do it
Yeah.
yourself. I know that. But a medium ply, 2 ply is just fine. 3 is too much, dude. And this is thick boy. Like there's air in that. That it's like bubble. It's like what are those things called?
That's what your butt wants.
I don't know.
Yeah,
what my
I
butt
don't know
wants.
about
I don't
that.
know what my butt wants.
Yeah, you don't want some sandpaper, thin
No, there's got to be
jail
a happy
paper.
medium.
It doesn't work. It's almost like you're almost, and this is insulting to you, but it's almost eking into aloe territory, dude. And you know how I feel about
Too
aloe
oily.
tissues, and aloe toilet paper is disgusting. It makes everything greasy. You want a greasy bum?
But this is not the aloe. I agree with the
It
aloe.
feels like it, though. It's
no.
thick, and it's dusty, and it's just too thick. Anyway, I don't like it.
You guys have been buying the cheapo stuff,
We have.
and your spouses are, convincing you to buy the cheapo stuff because they're mentally ill cheap. And you've gotten too used to it, and then now like I said,
There's a happy medium because Butler used to buy the half ply, I think.
He
I
wouldn't
mean,
even
it wasn't
buy
even.
that. He wouldn't
He'd
even
bring
buy that.
that
He
from
would
home.
steal that from his wife's chiropractic office.
yeah.
Well, she should up her toilet paper game too.
Yeah.
But
Well, she's a business. I'm not like when
We're
I
a
go
business.
when I go to the Volkswagen
think
dealer,
about
I
think
don't
about the comedians that come here and have to use that toilet
Well,
paper.
No, I'm giving them the best.
I don't like it.
I
It's
buy
too
the
much.
best that is
It's too
available.
much. It's too much.
It's not too much.
It's too thick.
No, anybody that sees the best toilet paper is not going to be mad.
How
at
do you
the
get it on
best.
the roll? I don't even like. You have to roll off like 8 pieces before it will even function on the roll. Then what do you do with that? That's wasteful. Then
Yeah, it
you,
is
what, you
wasteful.
tuck it behind the roll and then
No.
write a little note saying, "I
This
didn't
is
touch
clean."
it. It's clean. Didn't wash it."
No, you guys have been living like animals.
You need to talk to my
Using
wife.
The four
You
sleeves.
need to talk to my wife.
Get some sensible Angel Soft.
That's what we use. Angel Sauce is 2-ply. It's quilted, but it's not over the top. It's not like what you're using is like Obsessed Garage level, Matt Mormon level.
Well, he knows it's the best.
I wonder what toilet paper Matt Mormon uses. I looked up the faucet that he's installing in Adam LZ's house today. Like, I guess he's putting together this like shower head, and I
Yeah.
think the shower head was like $24,000. So I'm not kidding. I am not exaggerating. It's like a lifetime warranty shower head that's like $25,000 or like a whole.
Yeah,
piping.
he likes
It's-
the best. He'll tell. I bet we should ask him what kind of toilet paper he uses.
I
but
know that sounds like a silly question, but does the Obsessed Garage OG model, does it go into every aspect of it? Like, does he go, this is the best Kleenex, this is the best toilet tissue, I wear the best underwear, my socks are the most comfortable and padded?
Oh yeah. No, he's probably using some sort of European toilet paper that we've never heard of.
We will have Modern Plumbing in tomorrow to talk about it. So
yes.
they're coming in.
They know.
Yeah. We'll ask
I
them
bet
what they
they're
think
with
the
me.
best
I bet
toilet
they.
paper
I bet
is.
they're gonna say that yours is these companies have gotten crazy. They do the 3-ply, 4-ply. It's like, you know what it's like? It's like the shaver blades. We don't need 5 blades in a row. We don't need 6 blades. I've proven this. You can get a better shave with one regular old school drug dealer razor blade. You just put it on the standard razor and shave your face.
Yeah, but that's a little different in the fact that I agree that the one blade does the same as the 5 blades, but that thick toilet paper feels better on your butt
It
than the
doesn't to me.
sandpaper.
It feels off-putting to me. It feels like I'm wearing my father's driving gloves. It's too much. They're too big. I feel like it's too big. I feel like I get the 2 squares and then I go back there and then I'm like, oh my God, it's like I'm holding an entire like a microfiber blanket or something.
No, that's like a caveman using a fork.
Yeah,
Like
that's what it feels like. It feels like, yeah.
Yeah, well, you were an animal using your hands before, and now you have to use a fork like the rest of our
I mean, I'll keep trying.
civilized.
I'll keep trying, but it's a mess. It's absolutely a mess. I can't use it. It's just not good. How knowledgeable are you on the dump and the alligators that reside there?
Hey, Tom, Dan, and Sam. Wanted to share a little bit about my Thanksgiving holiday. My dad is happily married for the 3rd time, or maybe just happily for the 1st time, to a nice French-Canadian woman. And her son, who's in his 20s, comes down to visit, typically around Thanksgiving. And last year, he wanted to see some gators, like a good Florida redneck swamp person. And I didn't want to drive all the way out to Gatorama or Gatorland or Gatorpalooza or any of that stuff. So I told him next time he comes down, I'll take him to the dump. You're guaranteed to see gators at the dump. So we get to this year, he comes down, day after Thanksgiving, load him and his little girlfriend up in the truck with my wife, take some trash out to the dump. Got rid of 80 pounds of trash, cost me $5. But that $5 also was our safari price. We saw multiple gators, even though it was a little cloudy and overcast. They were mostly in the water. And then we drove up the big trash mountain and must have seen 8-10 different bald eagles just hanging out, being the apex predator they are. The guy at the top of the dump hill laughed when we told him we were on safari. So that's what a good Florida redneck swamp person does to their Canadian family, is we take them to the dump and show them the wildlife. And I think it's going to become a Thanksgiving tradition to go to the dump. Also, the dump is empty as hell on the day after Thanksgiving. Yeah. Nobody's there. So we took our time. He was throwing rocks in the water to get the gators to come up. It was quite the safari. So that's my new tradition, and better than pooping in my Westie pajama pants. Thank you.
Hey, you didn't need to say that.
Thank you.
You didn't need
Don't
to say
take
that.
your family to the dump.
I was going to say, why don't we do a go-to show? Why don't you take me and Sam out to the dump?
I've been begging for
know,
this.
the dump sucks.
And
all
show
year.
us show us some gators.
No, the dump sucks. I go to the dump all the time. It sucks. I've
never been.
And it's sad.
why
You
do
never
you-
been to the dump?
I've never been to the dump.
You never been to Five Below? How
No.
come
It
sucks.
How come you go to the dump so often? Your garage is a dump.
He's a hoarder.
Well, I empty out my garage.
Do you
like,
go to the
then he
dump
just fills it
then
up
do you
with more
fill it?
crap.
Do you go to the dump and get stuff to fill your garage with? Like,
No,
why
no.
is your garage like as much as you go to the dump, your garage should be empty and just have tools and dirt bikes.
No, we're constantly buying. This is America, buddy. What the hell are you talking about? I buy thing after thing that we don't really need, and then we put it in our house, and then it's already full. So we have to take the old things that I bought.
Give me an example of something that's in the garage right now that you don't need.
Oh, I mean, it's full to the brim again, like a complete hoarder.
I feel like it's only been like a month or 2 months.
No, it's been. I've been complaining about this.
Okay.
I'm gonna do. My plan is to clean it over the Christmas break.
Oh, I thought you were going on I thought you were going to the Caribbean.
The Caribbean.
I thought you were trying to go to like a beach house.
No, well, we are going to the beach for a
Nice.
couple days,
Oh.
but
There you go.
but I still have to clean my garage. My nieces are coming, and then
Oh,
we're
nice.
going to what's that campground in the Disney World?
Fort Wilderness.
Fort
That's-
Wilderness.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah. Every day is full.
Let me
of
help you
stressful
clean
Let
your
me come
garage.
visit you at Fort Wilderness.
Yeah, if you want to, yeah. Come,
I'm gonna say, what do I say? A van family plot? Because they won't let me in without a reservation. They're real strict around Christmas time.
Or are you using your fake name? Are you using the Chic when you go to Fort Wilderness?
No. We're getting one spot, and then us and the Wizards family are all tent camping on one spot, which is going to be rough.
I know where that area is. I'll come by and see you on my golf
that'll be
cart.
fun.
Although Fort Wilderness, the campground is the nicest campground.
Yes.
So like I would sleep on one of those concrete pads with just a sleeping bag.
Oh, it's fine.
And it'd be I mean, then you walk to the bathroom like immaculate shower.
Better than that hotel I had at Cocoa. Sleep on the concrete pad, you'll be just fine. This guy wants to talk. Oh, you want me to keep going, or do we need a break here? Or we just keep powering
It's
through?
up to you guys if you want to keep
It's
going.
up to you, man. I mean, I can keep going. I got something queued up.
Back to the dump.
Okay, yep.
So the Mount Trashmore is what I used to call the dump down south. We used to drive by it on the turnpike, and then it'd stink. And then we're like, oh, Mount Trashmore. Then we drive by it as a kid.
What's the biggest dump in North America?
I don't know. That's a good question. I did go to a dump in Colorado that was even more sad because it was in the valley of it was like basically in between mountains.
Oh yeah, so you can't see it.
And then but it's like that's the only place they had.
Yeah.
And then you drive,
It's
and
like putting your fingernails behind the couch.
but it's like beautiful landscape,
Yeah.
and then I'm just throwing stuff into a pile of never-ending trash.
It's easier to do it here around the swamp. You know? When
Yeah.
you're throwing like a Kmart shopping cart into a pond here, it's fine. You do it in Colorado, you feel a little more guilty.
The Puente Hills landfill was the largest dump in America, which is near Los Angeles, but it is permanently closed. I guess it got too big. They couldn't dump anymore.
What do?
Yeah.
You just let it sit and decompose, and
Yeah, they just
then
leave
you build on it, right?
Well, I think eventually, I think they outlawed that a couple times. They people have built on dumps, and then they've gone to do put in a swimming pool, and then they dig deep, and there's just trash underneath there.
Yeah. That's all right. Put grass over it.
Yeah, but then
It'll become part of the earth.
They're realizing well, how much poison is in all this trash?
Yeah,
It's just
am I leaching into the water supply?
Yeah, all my kids are playing in the
That's why I don't drink water, dude. That's why I don't drink water. It's got chemicals in it from how we've destroyed the earth.
So
root beer only.
When you go to the dump, you're reminded by how trashy
everyone is.
You're allowed to take stuff from the dump, right?
Yeah.
It's a free for all.
They're not going to stop you from taking stuff.
Well, they
just put it in the back of your truck and drive out. What are they going to
do? I guess you could.
I used to
take. No,
that's the ultimate dumpster diving.
There's probably rules about taking stuff from the dump, but I don't know. I mean, there's nothing there of value. They've picked
People throw out good stuff.
Usually,
especially around here, they do it curbside. Curb alert, and you'll be some really nice table or something.
I mean, the trashmen got the good stuff though. Between the trashmen and the dump, all the good stuff has been taken. So you're not gonna find anything at the actual dump.
Except for you find a couple pages of nudie mags, classic nudie mags.
And usually, the dump that, at least the Orange County dump or whatever, you just basically pull up to huge dumpsters and then throw it all in the dumpsters.
And then they relocate it. But I used to like it with my dad. When I'd go with my dad, you'd go and then be like, "What do you got?" And my dad'd be like, "I got a couple, whatever, scrap wood and some metal." And they'd be like, "All right, you go there first, then make a right, and then you go down there and throw it over there." And
there are different places. If you got electronics, you go to this burned down, the one near Curry Ford or whatever. I don't know if it's back operational or whatever, but if you had paint or electronics, you go to a different place or anything biohazard, And then there is a different place for yard waste. That you actually pull up to a big pile of trees and other stuff, organic stuff, and then you just throw it on the pile.
Gotcha.
But normally you just throw it in these gigantic dumpsters.
Are there any companies that are dudes with trucks that it's the dump comes to you?
Oh, yeah.
Hauling junk,
Yeah.
And they'll just get rid of it.
Yeah, Crystal and Bart use it all the time.
Oh, I bet with houses, yeah.
And then there's a lot. We've got BDMs that a good small business is just having dump trailers and things like that. There's a lot of side hustle business in taking stuff to the dump because most people don't have a pickup truck or a trailer or anything like that, and then they have no way to get all the garbage they bought. Because again, this is America. We're a consumer society. We buy tons of stuff and then throw out tons of stuff.
True.
And it's sad because you realize you're oh, this stuff is made to be thrown out and never to be fixed, but it's just filling up a landfill. And it'll never decompose.
It feeds the bald eagle.
No. I'm telling you, they were filling it up with poison and plastic. Yeah. Oh God,
it's not good. Let's try this one. This one's about streaming.
Hey, Tom, Dan, Sam. I've been a listener to the show basically since the very beginning, but lately I've been getting a little bit more involved in the BDM Facebook page, and I've also been watching more of the Twitch streams and participating in the chat rooms, and I also think it's pretty cool when Dan just drops in on the Discord and just to say what's up or be part of the conversation there. I know all this stuff isn't new to you guys, but it's new to me, and I've been really enjoying it. So I'm wondering, is there anything you guys are planning to do to try to draw more people into these platforms? Anyway, hope so, because it's been a pretty cool experience for me. All right. Love the show, guys.
A very normal.
The Red Wiener Discord.
I literally was I forgot about the Discord.
No, that one's different.
Yeah, there's two different ones, right?
Yeah,
there's another one?
We have a mediocre time with Tom and Dan Discord. That's just a normal Discord. The other one, the Red Wiener Discord, they kicked me out of that. I think because I was making fun of their, I was making fun of their ashy wieners, and they got all mad at me.
Well, now you gotta DM them your own.
It's just like what we do. It's just like what I do. I say my thoughts. I try to make you guys laugh. You may not think it's funny, and you may fire off an email to me and say, hey, I don't think you're funny, right? Same thing. If you're putting your wiener out on some website and it's ashy, and I say, hey, look at that ashy wiener, I mean, you know.
You're just saying the truth.
I call him like I see him, man. I call him like I see him.
If it was beautiful and smooth, we would have said, well,
I've
there's
said
some beautiful wieners
I've
there.
said that before. I mean, Seth
I'm just saying the truth.
showed me a picture. And then I'm going to leave it
I
at
still
that.
got it.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave it at that.
That's kind of weird.
But it's also one of the things where I looked at it, I was like, wow, that's nice. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a liar.
Yeah.
I'll look at that and be like, that's very nice.
Yeah.
That is not nice. That is ashy and red. That is nice. There's a difference.
So we do have a Discord. How do people find it?
You go on Discord, and I think you just type in Tom and Dan or a mediocre time with Tom and Dan. Honestly, I don't know. I don't do a lot of Discord. I know we're on there, and I use it primarily to do the AI images that we use for our YouTube. I use Midjourney, and then I manipulate, the text and different filters to try and put our faces on horrible AI creatures. And I don't know, whatever. This is what you got to do now, I guess.
Yeah, I only really, respond and interact in the BDM Facebook page. So if this gentleman wants to,
Tom.
There's the Facebook page.
If you want a direct
for
line.
BDMs. There's the Reddit page.
We have a million subgroups.
Yeah, we have a ton of subgroups on Facebook.
We have an Instagram page, a TikTok.
Yeah, we are on Instagram. We are on TikTok, very active. We have YouTube Shorts. We have a YouTube
How's
channel.
our X account doing?
Very good. Yeah, X is fine. Our YouTube is gaining. It's not where I want it to be, but it's gaining steadily. I mean, every week, a bunch more.
I made a post on X the other day, and I was disappointed by. I thought I was going to get more.
A lot of people left X.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
There's nothing.
What did you say?
Well, I made it like a generic NFL, on the front of ESPN.com, 3 weeks ago, they were showing that Boyle was going to be the starting QB for the New York Jets, and the picture they had they had him dropping back in a Jets uniform or whatever, but he was holding the football upside down, which I think they just photoshopped the football in his hand or whatever.
And nobody.
I don't know.
Wow.
He was holding it with the laces out, like his fingers were on the opposite side of the laces. And you could clearly see it. And then I made a joke. I was like, oh, they're trolling the Jets and Boyle they have him holding the football upside down. And then not that many people commented. I was disappointed. I thought I was going to get more New York Jets supporters that were hating on me.
That's interesting.
Because I'll put some controversial stuff. It doesn't bother me. And I thought, that's not really controversial, but people will get, I thought spicy about the NFL.
They didn't really get spicy.
There was just nothing. And I don't even know how to see who comments on it, so I don't
That's
know.
how I am with,
So maybe they did.
I have no idea.
That's how I am with threads. I did one thread.
Never even messed with
Here's
threads.
my first thread. And then I was like, that's enough of threads. I'm good.
I need to see the comments under. That's what I'm used to. Is that the thing and then everything under. That's what I like.
Let's do this one. I don't know what this one's about.
It's nothing.
Very good.
Yeah, apparently this one's a nothing.
Is this just a voicemail of a nothing?
I have no idea. We'll go to this one right here. People asking about your sprint triathlon.
I'm thinking, when is this sprint triathlon? I am 5'9". I'm 50 years, about to be 51 years old. I'm 280 pounds of twisted steel and sex appeal.
5'9", 280.
Fat, Dad. Fat. If there's enough time, though, I think I could actually get in shape and beat you.
Let's do it.
In that sprint triathlon.
So this 285 versus...
Thinking about pursuing it. Let me know how much further it is. I'm probably going to need... 7 or 8 months. I don't know how far away it is.
No, you don't have that much.
6 months.
I got you, man.
You got 6, buddy.
Okay, Fat Dad.
And even if you had 7 months, no way.
All right, Fat Dad. Is that a game on?
I'm not challenging fatzos to races for a little bit of time.
Are you taking a break?
Well, he needs to take like a hiatus for a minute,
Just because I've been tricked before with this. So
even the greatest.
I love that it's tricked because you lost.
Even the greatest got to take time off. Aaron Lewis of Stained, and he's having to cancel some shows because his voice is really messed up, and Tom's having to do the same thing.
Now,
take some time off to be with the family. Remember what's important.
EJ is an ex-athlete fatso, and those are different fatzos because remember, you ever seen the guy on the internet that he can
the breakdancing fatso?
Well, yeah, breakdancing fatso.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the parkour fatso.
Yeah,
we watched him.
That's
before,
the skating guy that he goes, this is peak male performance.
Oh,
he does a flip with the rollerblades.
The rollerblade fatso, yeah. These guys.
There's fatzos in every sport that can do the sport as a fatso. There's a kicker.
Well, they used to.
There was a quarterback in the AFL that used to be a big fatso, played for the Barnstormers.
Yeah, but they used to not be fat, and then they were really good at what they did, and then they got fat.
The lead singer of Bowling for Soup.
They still have the muscle memory of what they used to do. So that's where you get tricked. Like all of a sudden, you're like, this guy, and then he's doing a double backflip. You're like, what?
Yeah, because he's just done it 3,000 times.
Yes, yeah. And now he's just 80 pounds heavier, so he's just a slower backflip.
Yeah.
So if this gentleman's like that, then, I may not be able to beat him. But if he's not an ex-athlete fatso, definitely beat him.
He said he was twisted steel and sex appeal.
Yeah, he's 5'9", 280. He was not an athlete.
Well,
sir, if you're in the Facebook,
what was he
DM group,
doing?
Please post.
I don't
a
know
photo.
many athletes that would let themselves go. That's pretty heavy, dude.
Well, the thing is, if you were a high school athlete and you were 5'9", 155 and ripped, and then
you could get to 280.
Oh yeah, after
Yikes!
You hit this guy's 50, so you
the guy
you hit your 40s.
Here's what I know about Here's what I know about 280. If you're saying you're 280, you're $3 bills.
yeah.
I'm doing reality math over here.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to win or anything. Like, look, I'm just saying.
Maybe after the holidays too.
You said you were 5'9". You said 5'9", 280. You offered your weight. It's 20 pounds, 30 pounds. You're $3 bills.
So
5'9".
I'm 5'9", and
I thought you were 5'10".
No.
You lied to me.
Yeah. Well, I was 5'10" on my driver's license, but that was wearing shoes.
All
and
right. I lied to you
never
too.
really
I'm
knew
not
my
5'2". I'm not 5'2". I'm really 4'7".
So
a lot of people don't know that.
Anyway, imagine me at 280.
I can't.
Remember me at 220?
I do.
Oh, yeah.
My
documentary
fattest?
time.
I do. People want that back. They said you were fun.
You were happier, it felt like.
Put 60 pounds on documentary Tom, and that's
this
this guy.
I'll be hugging you good.
This guy is not moving. And also, I'm freaked out because it's only 6 months away. I just text Jetson and Mary, his wife, and I'm like, I need a solid plan here because
you need some organization fast.
Like, I ran this morning.
How's that been going?
He's been running every morning, right?
Not every morning, just twice
a week.
You'll work up
with
to
my
it.
son's, cross country, and then we mapped out a mile around our block. And then I'm trying to help them train for their track meet in January. And so we're trying to get faster and faster of hitting a mile. And so I'm doing that. But I'm running 3 miles after, 12 miles of bike, a quarter mile of swim and stuff. And then
it's a lot.
Even after, I could run.
What's going to be the hardest for you?
A mile.
Swimming?
Probably. I don't know. I'm so stiff. I'm looking now 6 months away. It was, I was talking all this during the summer when it was like 10 months, 11 months. And I was like, it's a million.
A month is a long time.
Yeah. And every time I run, I'm so sore after. Like my legs are so sore. And then I'm like,
Do you stretch before and after? Do you do all?
No, he doesn't stretch.
Yeah. I don't like stretching.
Okay. All right.
I heard that's a myth.
From who?
The internet.
I was talking to Jetson about that, and there is some truth to that, but for the most part, it's person to person. Like some people don't have to stretch. Some people it really does assist.
So it's going to be rough, and I'm going to have to put in a lot of work to even be able to complete this thing in 6 months.
Is there a possibility that much like my scooter, that you will just abandon it?
No, I'll never abandon it.
Okay, so you're definitely doing it, no matter what.
100%. Even if I don't practice enough and I have to just blood eye.
Yeah.
Although I realize.
But is that really accomplishing anything? If you just like anybody can.
What
well,
if
think
you
about
faint
this.
and they have to haul you out of there?
Well, think about
I'll
this,
never
Sam.
faint.
Hold on for 1 second. Think about this. Is the real accomplishment just finishing it, or is the real accomplishment finishing it and doing something that you absolutely know you can't do, which is to put in the organizational training work that you're going to need to do it right?
Yes.
Anybody can just show up and participate, and then at the end of the day, they're like, all right, he drug himself across the line, he's bleeding, he's angry. But you see what I'm saying? Like, that's not, yes, you did accomplish it, but you didn't do it right.
Although I would say not anybody could just right off the street without having any exercise even complete that. I don't think you'd even be able to get through the swim through the intercoastal.
Swimming is so hard.
Even though it's not that much of a far of a swim.
How far do you got to swim?
It's 0.25 miles.
Okay.
It's pretty far.
So it's
I'm not a good swimmer, so.
When's the last time you walked a mile and realized you were walking a mile? Like you walked it and then you stopped, turned around and looked at where you started. It's further than you think.
It's only like 40 laps in my pool.
Have you been doing that?
And no, they're too cold.
I thought you have a pool heater.
I do, but it's too expensive
How
to heat
cold
it.
is it going to be in, when is this taking
It's in
place?
June.
Oh.
It won't be bad.
Although it won't be warm.
You going to have a wetsuit?
No.
Speedo.
I'll do whatever.
And you're
the
not
standard
wearing
is.
the swim cap. You've already said you're
no
not.
swim cap. I don't do
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
I want to go no goggles either, but
Why don't you go no swimsuit?
swimsuit?
You'll be faster.
Yeah. I'll probably end up wearing whatever Jetson tells me I have to wear, some nerd thing. Makes me look like I'm trying to.
Are you going to wear the bib where we can see your penis?
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
you'll
yeah. I
have
have
it
to wear that.
unzipped, and you'll have it unzipped with a little gold necklace on as you're riding.
My horn.
I'm going to make fun of you so hard.
Oh, I'm going to go. I'm going to hold up a sign.
Don't go. I
We're
don't
going
want
to go.
anybody
Sam
to
and I already
Yeah, I'm
secretly
going.
planned to go, and we're going to stand
When
in
is it? We're going to go.
I'm going to dress
wearing
as the
a
bear
disguise.
suit. I'm going to dress as the bear suit.
Disguise.
I'm going to dress as the Sheik and dance at the finish line when you finish. And she's going to have the bear suit on.
Oh, it's going to be for Dan's birthday.
No.
Yeah, we're going to do it on my birthday.
It starts early as
Yeah,
hell.
we'll be
It'll
there.
done.
Don't
No,
worry,
no.
we'll be there.
No. I don't want you. I
I'm
don't want
bringing
anybody
the
there.
whack pack. I'm bringing Remy. I'm bringing Butler. I'm going to bring Butler over. We'll fly Lee over from England.
I'm not telling you what day it is.
We're bringing everybody.
I found it.
Yeah, I can look it up. It's the pineapple.
Yep.
Yeah,
I got it.
No one show up, please. So don't show up and cheer me on.
He
I don't
doesn't
want
like that.
Yeah,
People are betting on whether or not you're going to actually finish.
Oh, I know if he can. Here's what I do know about him. If he can finish it, if it's possible, he'll finish it. But
I am worried about if I do, because the other day when I pulled my calf muscle running cross country with a bunch of elementary school kids,
young boys.
yeah. Not even teens, younger than teens.
Yeah.
And I pulled my calf muscle. I could not even power through. I couldn't walk. I was limping. So where I was going, I mean, 2 steps. It's
excruciating.
I don't know if I pulled my calf muscle or pulled the muscle. I don't know if I'd be able to finish. But I'd try.
You got to do that move where you still do it, and they're like, "Sir, we have to call it," and you're like, "Well, you know what? Because of my heart, this is still a victory." And then you put your hands up.
They do that with the Iron Man or whatever. There's a certain a cutoff where then if you finish after that, it doesn't count as finishing.
There I am standing there. I'm there's no way in hell I'm going to complete this, covered in diarrhea, because my body's shutting down on me.
Then people do that Kona Ironman that because it's super expensive to run.
Yeah.
But people will go the next day and essentially all the track is still set up and they'll run it to the same distance
That's
or whatever.
Cheap. You're cheapo.
Because it's all it is the ocean and then the roads.
Yeah.
So
it's
you
like sneaking out of the golf course to practice your putting, right?
And so technically you're doing the same exact distance, the same thing the Ironman did the day before, but it's free.
The chat room wants us all to go out there and do matching T-shirts with a hashtag Team Tom. Get to work, team get to work,
no.
right? Can I be your chase car? Can I ride? Can I be part of the team?
No. You know what?
I'm going to stand on the
hand you a
side and hand you
little
a
cup of
water.
water.
I'll hand you a gel pack to give you some energy.
But it'll really be White Claw.
And I'll have motivating words for you.
I regret telling you guys that I wanted to do this.
Why?
Yeah.
We want you
Because I
to
don't
succeed.
No, you don't.
Yeah, we do.
I don't want you wanting me to succeed.
You want us not wanting you to succeed?
Yeah. I want you to
Cheer against him.
Yeah. I work
Why?
better when someone's like, "You can't do that. You're a POS." And then I'll be like, "I'll show you," but I don't show him anything. That's what I want. All right. Bye.
See ya. That's funny. Where's that?
Monday, 3 and 4. That's the 11th.
All right. That's it.
Do we have anything for that day?
Nope.
All right. We said 3 and 4?
Yes.
Okay, guys. Well, I guess we'll see you guys tomorrow.